A new flag flies among the flags of the Commonwealth nations, the symbol of the Commonwealth Arts Festival. With Queen Elizabeth to give a lead, this festival in Britain brings together for the first time the art, the music and the dances of the widely different cultures of the Commonwealth. Here's a unique chance to compare the traditional dances of East and West. From one side of Africa, the exuberance and gaiety of the national dance troupe of Sierra Leone. From the other, the agility and control of Tanzania's fantastic stilt dancers. From the warm West Indian island of Dominica, a very different style, as the dancers whirl through the graceful movements of the traditional sota. From the frozen north of Canada, an Eskimo walrus hunt. London rings with the sound of a steel band as the Limbo dancers from Trinidad and Tobago demonstrate their supple skill. London throbs to the rhythm of Kamba drummers from Kenya, typifying the spirit of ancient Africa. This is traditional African music too, but set by a modern musician of Ghana for the drums, flutes and xylophones of the Legon University Orchestra. Contrast that African music with the romantic strains of the Spanish guitar, played by William Gomez from Gibraltar. There's more than one kind of guitar to be heard at the festival. This British factory makes electric guitars for modern pop groups and turns them out at the rate of 10,000 a year. More than half of these are sold abroad, many of them in Africa. The reason why these modern instruments sound so different from the classical guitar lies in the science of electronics. The plucking of a string sets up electric vibrations which are received by an electromagnetic pickup and transformed to sound through an amplifier. As the strings are made from steel, the neck of the guitar must be strong enough to withstand the high tensions. Note positions are indicated by nickel-silver frets, hand-fitted to the fingerboard. You wouldn't do this to a Spanish guitar, but a bright modern instrument needs a bright modern finish. Different types of music need strings of varying thickness. Sometimes the steel is coated with gut or nylon to protect the fingers of the guitarist. A trained craftsman can tune a guitar perfectly by ear, but his judgment is confirmed by an electronic instrument. From music to painting. There are many exhibitions at the festival, but this flying bird, painted by a Hong Kong child, is the emblem of a special display of children's art. Here are the works of 700 children from more than 30 countries. Looking at these pictures, we get a new view of life throughout the Commonwealth, seen through the eyes of a child. A child's world at home, a child's world at school. In Cyprus, a school choir. In Australia, school milk. Playtime means this in Barbados and this in Kenya. In India, it's flying kites. In the world of a child, boats are for fun. But here's a child's eye view of boats at work. Around the world, from Brunei to the Solomon Islands, fishing is a way of life, both to the man at sea and the sellers in the marketplace. A rainy day can spoil a market anywhere in the world. But when it's carnival time, the sun always shines. And shining through these dancing pictures comes the freshness and imagination of the children of the Commonwealth. A festival of art, a carnival of gaiety. And you can't have a carnival without fireworks. Behind the scenes, a lot of hard work for this British factory. Let's see how those brilliant bursts of color have their beginnings. We're handling gunpowder here, so no smoking, please. Fireworks have been known almost since civilization began, and this factory has been making them in much the same way for more than 100 years. Gunpowder is poured into tubes and packed down with special presses. It's gunpowder which makes a Roman candle go off, but the many-colored stars come from tiny pellets, each made up of 5 different chemicals. For the ordinary banger, gunpowder is all you need, and a well-trained operator can fill more than 60,000 in a day. Perhaps more suited to the space age of today, the ever-popular skyrocket, packed and wrapped for distant destinations. Or how about a Catherine wheel, bright enough to match the splendor of any celebration? Jumping crackers and giant harlequin wheels, a spectacular festival display in the making. A festival to light the skies of London, to fire the imagination of the Commonwealth, to kindle a new understanding which, in countless memories, will long burn bright.